Hi, I'm Richard Egan, a long-standing member of Ripon Photographic Society from about 40 years. Yeah, can you believe it? Photography's changed a lot in that time. And today I'm just going to ask a few questions with Donna about her experiences of joining a club as a new member just over the last year. So, Donna.
So we were talking about meeting nights and how friendly everyone is. They explained everything when I first started, which was really good. You join as a member if you want to, and we have different talks, and sometimes we do practicals, don't we?
Yeah, how do you think the practical sessions go above the talks? Or what's your favourite? What do you think you get the most out of? I know there's a lot of people there that you can with a wealth of experience, and I know there's certain groups that people meet in, and the discussions within those groups are a lot better for everybody, rather than opening it up to 30 members or whatever.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I think I like the mix because in the talks you get in different aspects things I've not thought about. I remember the lady that came from the television, and she talked about her. I think it was landscape photography. I think that was the lady. And then you get the practical nights, like the one we did with the glass. And the nice thing about that was that you could spend time with experienced members who would explain to you how your camera worked, and I learned a lot from that.
Yeah, I think that both run side by side, but I think it's when you've got a practical night that other people can explain to you how your camera works,
Yeah,
the settings that you use. And normally, I don't know what your photography's been like in the past before you joined the club, but
basic.
when you say basic, was it just like the green square
Just
or
automatic.
automatic?
Yeah, I didn't do any settings.
Okay, so you've been with us now a year, or
Hmm.
you've been at the club a year now, and how do you think your photography's expanded from what your knowledge was originally to where you are now, obviously with the talks that we've had, and also the practical sessions and the meetings that we've had outside the club?
Yes. Well, I think I've improved because I was encouraged from day one to enter the competitions, and the feedback that you get from the judges was really helpful. I learned a lot there, and I think that the last competition I entered, I really felt I was getting somewhere with my composition, and I got better feedback on what I was doing. So that was, that makes your confidence grow, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I've noticed because I've looked at a lot of people's styles, obviously being a photographer long standing at Ripon, and I've looked at different people's styles and how they've sort of gone from just a basic photograph to actually thinking about composition, thinking about lighting,
Mm,
and that's a massive step. But it's also the control of your camera,
mm.
at the end of the day to produce what you got, or an iPhone.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of photographers out there that are using an iPhone and getting good results. So
Yes, yes, I've entered some into the exhibition and they're off my iPhone. And I was quite surprised when I looked. I
yeah,
thought they were my camera, and then I realised they were my iPhones. That was funny.
and I think I think you entered the YPU, didn't you, this year?
I didn't enter, but I went to see what it was about because we're affiliated members, aren't we?
Yeah, so the Yorkshire Photographic Union. So we're just a little club, Ripon, although we have about 60 members, but we're affiliated to probably the YPU and the PAGB. So going to a YPU exhibition, you can have a look to see what other people's styles are and what's getting into exhibitions, which
Yeah.
gives you an idea of the level that you need to be at to enter the exhibitions and to get accepted.
Yeah, and it's given me the confidence to put some into our annual exhibition this year, which I don't think when I started I would have thought I would be doing.
Well, that's good because everybody's an individual and we all have different styles. And new people come in and they see other people's work and they, oh my God, I can't ascertain that level. And then they go out with another photographer and they see an image at an exhibition and think, well, mine's better than that. Why
Exactly.
can't I put that in? And this is what happens. And that'll encourage you to put more stuff in.
Yeah. So the website that is with the Photographic Society, I didn't realise how much was on there. When I was told about it when I first started, there's a members area, and there was all sorts of information that I could start with to start to get me confidence with using the camera, and that was really good.
Yeah, I find it myself that not only does it just give you program events, which a lot of camera club societies have, but it lists all the competitions. It tells you a little about technical advice and things like that. Probably too much to mention in a short space of time, but it
Yeah.
is a great source to go to and touch upon. And then we've got the social aspect of the club. You know, not only do we meet on a Monday night from September to March, April, but we have interactive Thursday mornings, coffee mornings, where most of the members go and have a chat and talk about what we've done on a Monday, or how good the judge was, or how bad the judge was, and just general things like that. I mean, we've had trips to London, we've had trips to the Dales, you know, we've got a trip shortly to York, and it's just that going out with people, just standing next to a photographer, and you can pick up your camera and you can ask for that advice, and somebody's going to say, well, I know a bit about that. And generally what happens, the more experienced person that knows about photography, learns more about his own camera from the new person, because the new person's eager to go, where an old photographer just thinks, well, I know what I'm doing. So the social aspect is brilliant,
really
you
good.
know, for the club.
Really good. And you know, I know that I would now say to people, oh, I fancy going to somewhere like the Farne Islands, which I know people have been to take pictures of the puffins, and I would I'd be quite happy to organise a day with a few of us going, which is lovely, which I would never have thought I would be doing that when I joined in September. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I had I've had a couple of outings with the club. My favourite was Manchester, and I think that was just because one of the members said we'll meet in a pub. So we discussed photography for 4 hours in a pub, and then we went out and did some photographs, and we came back with the best photographs we could ever imagine, because they were blurred, they were different, and I think that was a testament to Gordon's whiskey that he threw down me. And but it was great, and it's a social aspect as much as learning about your camera equipment.
Yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think what I've really enjoyed about the Photographic Society has been far more than I ever envisaged. I'm now using my camera on aperture priority instead of automatic. I'm learning about light and composition, and I never imagined I'd be doing stuff like that. So I would say to anybody, come and give it a go and see what you think. I haven't looked back, and I'm really pleased I've joined. Wish I'd joined earlier.
Good. I mean, as a long-standing member, I've dipped in and out. I had a 10-year spell without. I live in York, you know. I'll travel 52 mile on a Monday night to come to a good club where it's friendly and it's approachable, and people are willing to give you information. You know, where a lot of clubs that I've been to over the years, they don't want to share that, and that's why I've come back to Ripon, because it is a friendly, sociable club, and we do a little bit of photography as well, which always helps. And we're going to learn. Everybody learns from everybody else, really. They do. So if you're at a loose end on a Monday night, not at a loose end, if you want to learn a little bit more, whether you've got an iPhone, professional camera, come along, see what we're like, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it.